Hello, today we're going to be talking about how parasitism from the zombie forage fly, specifically Apocephalus borealis, is causing issues for our honeybee populations. So the western honeybee is one of the most integral eusocial pollinators that we have. They not only help pollinate and propagate wild plants, but they increase the quality and quantity of our crop yields, which generate massive economic and nutritional value for the average person. In the United States alone, they annually generate approximately $18 billion. But there have been a recent rise in hives that are falling to colony collapse disorder, and we aren't exactly sure why, but we have to worry about it because the loss of honeybees could result in a catastrophic food crisis, as several food items from the grocery store would be completely unavailable without their efforts. So zombie flies they belong to forage flies, which are pretty well known parasites for hymenopterans like bumblebees and wasps. They're known as zombie flies because their hosts get disoriented, they leave the nest in the middle of the night, and they usually die within a few hours. So we have not seen Apocephalus borealis prey on honeybees until about 2012. So it's a very recent discovery. We don't completely understand everything about it, but what we do know is that from other forage flies is that they are carriers for viruses, bacteria, fungi, and mites, which are major causes of colony collapse. So how does the zombie fly parasitism influence colony health, and are they at risk of an invasion? The use of honeybees as hosts for zombie flies, it's still very recent, but we have observed the colony collapse-like behavior. So being disoriented, leaving the hive in the middle of the night, and then they become attracted to light. They usually die within a few hours of leaving the nest. So we at least know that these flies carry Nosema ceranae and deformed wing virus, but we do not have exact statistical data on the impact that they have on honeybee workers. And a better known host, specifically Bombus pennsylvanicus, which is a species of bumblebee, we can see that their lifespan is shortened by up to 70%. So it is a major contributor to worker loss, which can cause colony collapse. So the initial project that found that honeybees had begun being preyed on by these zombie flies came out of San Francisco, specifically SFSU. And whenever they had started observing this weird behavior around campus, they began screening various apiaries around the area, and they found that approximately 77% of them had zombie flies that were feeding on the honeybees, which it's disturbing. So one of the founders of the initial discovery paper, one of the authors, he founded a project known as Zombie Watch and got funding from SFSU. So they basically have a site where you can, if you observe a honeybee that's exhibiting the zombie-like behavior, you basically wait for the larvae to emerge, and then you can take photos and describe it, and they can verify whether or not that's an Apocephalus borealis. And so based on their rigorous data, you can see that they have found along each coast and even up into Canada, there's a lot of zombie flies feeding on honeybees. Scientists in Syria and Egypt have said that they've observed the zombie phenomenon, but it's not 100% reliable. I just thought it might be interesting to note that. But more importantly, recently screenings of honeybees in Belgium and South Korea have showed a 100% DNA or RNA match to Apocephalus borealis, suggesting that they've somehow been introduced. So these confirmed screenings have caused a lot of concern about the invasive potential of Apocephalus borealis. So they used a Maxent modeling algorithm, which it uses data from the known distribution of these flies, and then uses it to extrapolate where this species could survive if it was ever introduced. And you can see that from this map, there's habitat compatibility among massive areas of Europe, the south of East Asia, or just East Asia, the coast of Australia, New Zealand, the south part of Africa and Madagascar, and the south part of South America are all extremely vulnerable. And the main concern with this is that parasites like Varroa destructor, Athena tumida, and Vespa velutina, if I'm saying that right, were recently like Apocephalus borealis in the way that we didn't know much about them, but then they quickly grew to be international threats to honeybee survival. The issue is that now that they've spread onto honeybees, there's concern that since everyone is using the same pollinator, it could spread like wildfire. So, just basic conclusions. We know that the exact impact on the survival of honeybees has not exactly been measured, but for the Bombus pennsylvanicus, we know that their lifespan is significantly reduced by up to 70%. We have confirmed sightings of honeybees along the east and west coast of the United States and up into Canada. We know that there are confirmed screenings of Apocephalus borealis having a presence in Belgium and South Korea. We have not found any confirmed flies, but a RNA nucleotide sequence that is unique to Apocephalus borealis has gained a 100% match in those screenings. And with this new threat, if we're modeling habitat sustainability for Apocephalus borealis, there is a major risk of a global invasion if they were ever able to be introduced into other countries. Now, the significance of all of this. We know that Apocephalus borealis is a parasite that recently began using Apis mellifera as a host within the last decade, approximately. There's a concern that the forward shift to parasitizing a colonial organism like honeybees could lead to possible extinction for the honeybee. And we know this because parasites like Varroa destructor, Athena tumida, and Vespa velutina were once relatively unknown parasites that we were observing distantly, just like this. I think that in order to preserve our pollinators, what we have to do is focus not only on alleviating the threats we know of, but we have to focus on trying to analyze what new threats could be coming within the next decades, And that's my bibliography. Thank you for listening.